What's up, everybody? I'm the Mangoose. You are awesome, and today I'm going to be talking about how these Paragon remakes feel slightly off. I'm not just talking about Fault, but Predecessor as well, and even the little map preview Core had. Something just doesn't feel quite right. My brain tells me, of course, that it's only natural for this stage of the development timeline. However, I just can't shake this feeling of unease down in my little Paragon heart. Maybe it'll go away as the games improve and become more polished, but something tells me that this nagging whisper in the back of my head that says, "This doesn't feel like Paragon," will never go away even if I tell it, "Shut up, it's not Paragon, so it doesn't have to feel like Paragon." That whisper may never cease. I would love to hear your thoughts on this particular topic, so please let me know your opinion on anything I talk about today in the comments below. Now, let's dive in. First of all, let's acknowledge that "this feels off" is not a useful critique. The only value to be gained from this is to identify that yes, there is a problem. It does not, however, address what the problem is or how to fix it. That's one reason I want you guys to leave your opinions in the comments. Maybe somebody can nail it on the head or at least identify some things that can be improved. For example, I once had a comment on a video that said something like, "This shit is unwatchable because your audio is blowing out my eardrums." That comment led me to research what could be happening. I ended up buying a pop filter and my channel overall improved. However, if someone were to comment that something about this video sucks, I would just be sitting there like, well, what the fuck do I do with that? So I feel bad for not being able to put my finger on the problem. I really wish I could, as the feedback would be invaluable to Strange Matter or Omega or Core or whoever. One possible culprit for this off feeling is Hindsight. And this one fascinates me in many ways. As a species, we're programmed to remember bad shit more than good shit. That's just how we learn. However, when it comes to video games, the opposite seems to be true. We look back at our experiences playing Paragon and remember that pentakill we got, or that crazy come from behind victory, while completely forgetting the times we were outplayed. You remember that time you got a double kill with one Murdoch Long Dong, however, you forget all the times you completely whiffed. Hell, this happens sometimes right after a game. You think to yourself, "Holy shit, that play was amazing. I'm a fucking god." Then you look at the replay and it's just some slightly above average gameplay. I think this plays a part in why things don't feel right. We don't feel as powerful as we remember ourselves being, and that causes a disconnect, even for someone like me who freely acknowledges that I wasn't the greatest player in the world. The next one, though, is the one that worries me. Because if this is the source of unease, then it's a source that will never go away. These companies are making new games based on Paragon, not direct remakes of Paragon itself. You can tell yourself this, but if you sunk as many hours into Paragon as I did, then when you play one of these games and see all the familiar map structures, the same minions, the same objectives, the same heroes, it's really fucking hard not to make a direct comparison to Paragon. If I look at Steel and I'm hitting buttons and buying items, my brain is pre-programmed to think that he should be doing this a certain way, or I should be buying this type of item for him. When he doesn't do things exactly like he did in Paragon, it feels off. I made a pretty good analogy in my Discord earlier. It's not perfect, but it's okay. It's like when a band you enjoy covers a song that you already like. For example, I've always liked the song Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty. I also really like the Foo Fighters. They did a cover of Baker Street in '97. I thought the cover was fantastic. However, if I try to sing along with it, I find myself out of time and out of tune because the original is what's playing in my head. Right now, we're playing the Strange Matter version while trying to sing along with epics. That worries me because this is a feeling that will never go away. While I like the Foo Fighters cover of Baker Street even better than the original, to this day it sounds kinda wrong to me. I truly hope that this isn't the source of the unease. Getting a little off topic here, but keeping with the analogy, when somebody you don't like does a cover you despise, that hatred runs deep, which is why you see so many people out there being very aggressive with their criticism. They see what Omega and Strange Matter are doing as a perversion of something they hold holy, and it pisses them off. While I think Fault and Predecessor are great, I can still relate to this sentiment. For example, when Britney Spears covered "I Love Rock and Roll" by Joan Jett, holy hell she mangled that song, and it upset me. Then I saw an interview with that little twat talking about all the respect she has for Pat Benatar. She didn't even know whose song she was fucking up. I've never wanted to hit a bitch so fucking bad in my... Okay, you get the point. You get the point of what I'm saying. In any case, I truly hope that these companies can do something to overcome the general unease I feel when playing. Please let me know in the comments what you think they could adjust going forward. They may not be able to fix it now, but it can give them a goal to shoot for in the future. Like and subscribe if you wanna. This is the Mangoose signing off. You guys have a good one. Mangoose!